YouTubers, it's Modern Day Family Man. So my wife and I just bought a house, and one of the things that came with the house, well, is kind of part of the house, is this storage shed that's actually attached to the house under addition right up there. So you can see this storage shed, or at least what we're calling the storage shed. And let me take you in really quick, just give you a quick tour, just see what it looks like. Alright, so that's my storage shed. But what I'm actually here to talk to you about tonight is actually this door lock. Oop. I have a bright light on here, so alright. So of course I've changed all the locks in the house, and I have all the locks. I have 3 doors there. I have the front door, I have the back door, and I have the garage door, and they're all the same locks now. I had Home Depot make me locks that were all the same. They keep them all the same. But now this storage shed, since I'm going to be keeping tools in here, I want to lock this up. This thing needed to be replaced because the previous owner had no clue where the key was. Okay, so I was just going to get a sliding glass door lock, you know, the handle and everything. Well, as I was looking around, they actually don't make one. I couldn't find one online or anything that would fit this. So my plan is actually just to change out the handle, or not change out the handle, but keep the handle and change out the lock. And there's a few different models online. If you go to Amazon.com, I'll put a link below. There's ones that have generic keys, and then there's one that have Schley keys. And because all my other locks are Schley key, I think that's how you pronounce it, you can get them rekeyed to all be the same. So that's my goal here. So I ordered it online, got it in this afternoon, and here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Alright, let's zoom in here. It should probably be over here a little bit. Alright. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do, there's my screwdriver, is take out the 2 back screws. Let me see if I have my iPhone. I can give you the view that it looks like back here. Do a little video. Alright, sorry about the camera. So I'm just going to take out these screws right here. I should look what I'm doing. Alright, so that's one screw. Take out the other screw. Whoops, and that whole thing just falls off. Whew, it's a hot night tonight. Alright. Pick this bad boy up. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see what's going on here. I think I'm missing a piece. Alright, let me pause this really quick. Watch out, slug. Alright, so now you can see I took off the front right here. I'll show you a better angle of what the guts of this thing looks like. But you can see here there's 4 holes, and then over here this is where the lock mechanism is. I'm going to be keeping the lock mechanism. All I'm going to be doing is changing out the guts that are inside, which I'll show you what that is. Looks like in a moment. I'll just bring you in here. Here's the inside handle. Here's the lock on the inside. Alright, and this, now it's unscrewed, this whole thing just should come right off, and there's the lock on the inside. And this thing just comes right off. I'll show you what this looks like in a moment. Alright guys, here's the handle and lock mechanism of the sliding glass door. Let me zoom in, give you guys a good look. Alright, let me show you here. Zoom in some more. Here we go. So this is the outside with the key right here. This is the guts that I'm going to be replacing. And this little bar actually goes in to the lock mechanism that's actually in the door, which I'm not taking out, I'm leaving that there. Here is the other side of the handle, and here's the other side of the lock, which goes right there, like that. So all I'm going to be actually replacing is this little thing right here. Alright, I'll show you what I'm doing here. Hopefully this works. Alright, first you just want to take out this screw. This screw holds in this lock, the guts of the lock. And once you get that out, that's it. And you want to make sure you don't lose the screw or this little plate that actually holds the guts inside. So this is what I'm going to be replacing, which we don't have a key for. That's why I want to replace this. Alright, so I actually went to Amazon.com and found something very similar. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. And this actually comes with a Schlag key. Alright, and then you can actually get this remade to fit your other locks. Alright, so I'm not going to actually be using this key. What I'm actually going to be doing tonight is actually just installing this and then taking this to Home Depot and having them rekey this. That way it'll fit my other locks from my main house. So I only have to carry one key around. Alright, so if you guys want to pick this up, you can go Amazon.com. There will be a link below, so you can pick up this specific one. But like I said earlier, there's a bunch of different ones, so make sure you pull out the guts and you make sure that it matches up. Alright, let's open this up. Alright, so you can see here, it looks a little different. Alright, of course the bars are much longer, but you can actually cut this to the size that you need, and then the actual mechanism is actually probably a millimeter or two too long, but I think I have room. And then the top is very similar. Actually, it's probably about a millimeter or two longer there too. Let me zoom in so I can just show you. Oops, let me get it together. Here we go. So you can see that this is a little bit longer. And then the actual top to bottom is also a little bit longer, but I think I'll have room. Alright, so then the key turns. You actually take the key out. Alright, let's see how this thing looks. Bam! Fits right in. Looks good there. Alright, put the key in, turns. Alright, so now what I want to do is put this little bar back in, if possible. Let's see. Actually, the holes don't quite line up anymore. So it's hard to see because as soon as I tip it over, it falls out. But once I put this in, it actually doesn't line up anymore. I have a feeling that if I just put the screw in, it's going to hold in pretty tight. So I'm going to do that. Need a little bit of power. There you go. So that moves just a tad. That's fine. If I can get the screw down more, I might be able to tighten up a little bit more. I just don't want to strip the screw. Here we go. Oh yeah, that thing doesn't move at all now. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, so now what I want to do is actually, I need to cut this bar to a very similar length that this was. I actually want to cut it longer than it actually was. So if I line it up, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. A little shy of 4. So I'm going to cut it at 4. I don't know, maybe I should cut it at 5 first and test it. Alright, so this set the same. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut it on the 5th just to make sure that's long enough. I can always make it shorter if need be, but I can't make it longer. So let me get a pair of pliers. I have a feeling I can probably just bend this, is what I'm thinking. Let's see if it comes with instructions how to cut this thing, if it can just be bent. Yeah, I have a feeling it can just be bent. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, just bent it back and forth, and eventually it came out. Right on the little indentation. Alright guys, let's go put this back in. Let's put it back together. Let's put it back on the door. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm gonna try this on the outside. So I actually need to see where the actual lock is. The lock is pointed that way. So you need to get this little bar into the lock mechanism. There we go. Then you can actually turn it. Kind of line up the holes on the other side. And it's actually a little bit too long. It's not going to allow this lock to go in. So I'm actually going to have to take off one more bar. That way this side of the lock can go in. Because it shares the same spot. So you want to share half and half. Let me just double check something. I'm feeling, as soon as I put this in, it's going to push out the other side. Here we go. Yeah, pushed out the other side all the way. All right, let me take off one more thing. Mic back on so you guys can hear me. Do you guys like doing these types of little projects? Give me a thumbs up if you like these projects. Alright. Just trying to be in your camera view a little bit, so I'm just going to squeeze the one end I want to cut off. Grab the other end I don't want to cut off. Kind of right where I want to break it. And then twist up and down until it comes off, just like that. Boom. Alright. Let's line up this little thing again. There we go, just like that. Then you take the inside lock, do the same thing. Alright, let me give you POV, point of view perspective. Actually, I think is this thing still running? Nope, there it goes. Alright, so that's at the inside lock. That's the outside lock. Alright, and now I just need to get the inside bar and the holes to go, or the screws to go through here and through here. Tighten it down and give it a shot, a test. Alright, now the main thing I'm worried about, I don't want the other end to come off. So I want to hold that tight. And then I might have to move it up and down just a little bit just to find the holes that the screws go into. Alright, got one. Once you get one, the other one's pretty easy. And just take your screwdriver. A little tighten there. A little tighten there. Tighten the other one. Make sure it's kind of straight. Alright, final tightness. Alright, time to test it. I'll get the iPhone view for you guys. Alright, so you can see it's in the upper position, which means it's already locked. So if the inside lock is actually down, meaning the lock is up. So it's in lock. So push this up. Maybe I made it a little bit too tight. And you see that came down. Yeah, let me just loosen this up just a tad. And it is kind of tight. Just a tad. Oh, maybe that's too loose. Well, that's coming out. That's working nice, except for I don't like how loose this is. So maybe I'll put some WD-40 on it and tighten it back down. Got my WD-40. Spray a little in there. Spray a little in here. Move it back and forth. Wiggle it around. Move it into the joints. Squeaky little thing. Alright, Now I can tighten this back down. Make it even. There we go. Unlocked, locked, unlocked, locked. Alright, let's try it from the key. What am I gonna do with my key? Put the key in all the way, turn it, and it doesn't want to turn. Alright, dude, what did you do now? Turning before. Oh, there it goes. It's just a little hard. I think I might have to spray some WD-40 inside. This thing is quite old. Working back and forth. Spray this side. Spray that side. Spray this side. Spray that side. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. We're working it. Work it, baby. Work it. Bring this thing back to life. Unlock. Lock. Unlock. Lock. Unlock, lock. Inside, the key is still a little stiff. It works. It's just stiff. Wonder why that's so hard. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna call the cops. Someone's setting off fireworks. I have a 3-year-old sleeping. Alright, I don't like how this thing is. I'm going to have to take it off. Oil it down. It works pretty good, as long as it's not tight. See, now it's perfect. Maybe it's the up and down movements. And maybe that's what I gotta adjust. Just move it up a little bit. Let me just get these back screws in. That's one. That's two. tight and tight. Alright, let's see how that does now. Oh yeah, lock. Turn back halfway, key comes right out. Unlock. Turn back halfway, key comes right out. Alright, let's try out the actual test. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to turn off the light again. Oops. Got my mic wire stuck in there. Shut the door. Turn the lock halfway. It locks. Take the key right out. Yeah, it's locked. That's good. It's not going anywhere. Put the key in. Unlock. Open it. Take the key right half out. Perfect. Here we go, boys and girls. So that is how you change a lock for a sliding glass door. And my next thing, what you want to do is I'm going to take this off, take this to the Home Depot tomorrow, have them change up the, just rekey it, which is just 5 little pins inside that matches the key for my other doors. Throw it back on here. We'll be all set. This lock will will match my other house keys. We'll be all set. Alright guys, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and check out the link in the description below so you can pick up the lock if you guys want to change out your lock and match it with your house keys too. So thanks, please subscribe, like my video, see you guys on the next one.